Knicks fans, you are absolutely going to love this. If you want to see this Knicks team, though, go back to back and put another banner in the rafters of Madison Square Garden, I want you to go down right now and hit that thumbs up icon. Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Marshall Green. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports, and we are presented by Prize Picks. We're a little over 2 months since the New York Knicks were crowned NBA champions as they beat the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games. But Knicks players have already turned the page. We've got quotes coming up from Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Jordan Clarkson. We all know that championship hangovers are a real thing. It is extremely hard to win an NBA championship. Us Knicks fans know that. It's even harder, though, to go back to back for a lot of different reasons. You play a lot more games. You have 2 deep playoff runs. Injuries are more likely to happen. The celebration bleeds late into the summer. And maybe your bellies are full a little bit. Not for the New York Knicks. There is a common theme coming out of the mouth of New York Knicks basketball players, and the celebration is over. And we are ready to try to go back to back and do it once again. Jalen Brunson sat down for an interview, and he was asked, when did you move on from the New York Knicks winning a championship? And he said, look, I've been there for a while since I had surgery on my wrist. That's when it clicked for me. It clicked for me that it was time to move on from celebrating. It probably was before that, but when you're still trying to accomplish more, the quicker you can move on, the quicker you can continue to get better and not be satisfied. And you can tell that Jalen Brunson knows the New York Knicks have a real opportunity to do something special here, and the captain doing what he does, and it set the tone for the entire basketball team and let everybody know that is employed by the Knicks, yeah, that championship was sweet, but we want to do it again, and we want to forever be remembered as New York City legends. Sandra Brunson was a part of that interview with Jalen Brunson, and she was asked, when did you feel that Jalen Brunson moved on? He said, look, I felt like while in the moment, we celebrated moments after, days after, but I could see from my perspective that Jalen was like, okay, next. What's next? Because he's not satisfied. Reaching the pinnacle or the mountaintop is great, but his career is he's still thriving in his career, and it's still on an uptick. I think that he's like, what's the next challenge? What's the next hurdle? I saw that in him. Everyone sees him as a very focused and disciplined individual while he's on the court. Off the court, he did allow himself the time to absorb the love and the attention and the appreciation that was felt from winning the NBA championship. But I think in the back of his mind, he's just like, okay, what's the next thing? I think he's the type of person that when his career is over, he'll look back and appreciate everything that he and his teammates have accomplished. But while in the moment, I think he's already thinking, how can I get better? And that's why Jalen Brunson is one of one. There are not many people walking this earth that have the type of mindset that he does, and that's why he's been successful every single step of his career and in life as well. Sandra Brunson said it 1 week after the parade, the championship parade. She felt like Jalen Brunson was ready to go and move on. Brunson talked about the surgery was the point, but the message is clear from Brunson, and the message is clear from Brunson to his teammates. The time is now, and Brunson knows with one more championship, you win one more ring, and we're going to have to start talking about Jalen Brunson in a completely different life. Look, you win a title, you get named Finals MVP. We've heard guys like Bill Simmons talk about it. He's already a top 50 player. Now Jalen Brunson wins another ring, another Finals MVP. We may be talking about a guy that could go down as a top 30, top 25, dare I say maybe even a top 20 player of all time. So big things still on the horizon for the New York Knicks, and a lot more quotes coming up on today's show from Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Jordan Clarkson about them being focused and dialed in to going back to back. Make sure, though, you are hooked up with our presenting sponsor of today's video, and that is Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that promo code HMA, and when you play and win your first $5 lineup, you get $150 in bonus lineups. I know basketball season is a ways away, but we got preseason football going on right now, and the regular season for football is right around the corner. We've got baseball going on every single day. I played a Prize Picks lineup yesterday for the Giants preseason game, and I cashed in. I turned $15 into $45. And if you would have rolled with my lineup by following me on Prize Picks at Marshall Green _ you could have also got that $150 in bonus lineups if it was your first lineup. So get started today. Download the app, create an account, use that promo code HMA, play and win your first $5 lineup, and you get $150 in bonus lineups. Shout out to Prize Picks for being our sponsor. Support the show, support the sponsor, be a real one. Karl-Anthony Towns singing essentially the same tune that Jalen Brunson did and said, I'm looking for that next one, and I'm hungrier than ever to get the second one. I've said before, I'll do anything to win that first one. If I was willing to do whatever it took to get the first one, what do you think I'm going to do for the second one? That may be the best and my most favorite quote from Karl-Anthony Towns ever. Like, I get chills reading that. Fire me up. I absolutely love to hear that. And look, we all know Karl-Anthony Towns had to sacrifice it. And he said it right there. I'll do it again because all I want to do is win. And if you're a Knicks fan, that's got to be music to your ears. One thing about this NBA's finals run that I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns is getting enough credit for is not how important he is, but what he did. Think about it like this. He became the offensive hub versus the Atlanta Hawks in that series and outplayed a good center in Onyeka Okongwu. Then in the second round, when everyone said the Knicks didn't have an answer for Joel Embiid, he outplayed him. And then in the very next round, he goes up against the front court of All-Star Jarrett Allen and All-Star Evan Mobley, and he outplays them. And then he outplays Victor Wembanyama, who people were crowning the best player in the NBA. Outplay Embiid, outplay a 2 All-Star focused front court, and outplayed Victor Wembanyama. It's one of the best stretches you'll see of any big man in the modern day NBA. Karl-Anthony Towns, I think, is going to be able to play freer next year. He's kind of got that weight off his shoulders a little bit, and I'm expecting a massive, massive season for Mr. Karl-Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby on the same wavelength as his teammates. Says, look, I'm not over it as if I don't care about it anymore. It's more about that I'm ready for the next season. It was fun winning a championship. It was amazing. But we all want to do it again. So it's about getting ready to start the next season. Hopefully we could do it again. I don't know if there was something set in the group text. I don't know if they had a team meeting, whatever it was, but it is clear from Jalen Brunson all the way down to guys like Jordan Clarkson, who we'll show his quote in a second, they're all on the same page. Championship's over. Celebration is done. We're ready to go do it again, and we want to go back-to-back. Just like we talked about with Towns, I think OG is going to have a monster year this year. He was on a different type of time in the playoffs. It may be hard to recreate some of those shooting numbers, but I think this is a guy that's going to earn his first All-Star nod this year. Major salute to OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson also saying what everybody's saying. Look, it was amazing winning a championship, but we put that behind us. A lot of us already have. Celebration is done. It's back to work, and the goal is to do it again. To win a championship, your best player to your worst player, to your head coach, to your lowest assistant coach, all need to be on the same page, and clearly that is what the New York Knicks are on right now. I mean, heck, we've even got Josh Hart putting in work in the summer. Shout out to State on Twitter, tweeted at him, says, you got one more week, then I want to see you in the gym. And Josh Hart saying, brother, I hate posting summer gym pics. I'm in the gym, though, and that's what you want to see. Josh Hart working hard. If there was anybody, some people thought maybe bellies were full after that championship. It was Josh Hart, but Hart's a very bright guy, and he knows if he wins another one, he's going to go down on one of the best Knicks of all time. Look, it takes a special group to win an NBA championship. It takes an even more special group to go back-to-back. It's something that we have not seen in the National Basketball Association in almost a decade. The last team to do it was the Golden State Warriors when they won the NBA Finals in 2017 and won the NBA Finals in 2018. So what's that, 8 NBA champions? There's been 8 different NBA champions in consecutive seasons, and for the New York Knicks to go back-to-back, it's going to take some things to go their way. They're going to have kind of just backs against the wall and us versus the world mentality, but it's extremely hard. I mean, think about it like this. The Golden State Warriors of the 2017 and 2018 season are the only team that have appeared in the NBA Finals in back-to-back seasons. In 8 straight NBA seasons, we've seen a different team in each conference get to the NBA Finals. So it's been almost impossible to go back-to-back, and we've seen it's almost impossible to just get back to the NBA Finals in back-to-back seasons. And then you look at all the moves that happened in the NBA this year. The Eastern Conference got significantly better as well. Like, everybody in the East is trying to build their team to go and beat the New York Knicks. And SB Nation recently did power rankings of the NBA, and somehow they don't have the New York Knicks as the number 1 team, which already kind of disqualifies this list as being accurate. But like the Philadelphia 76ers, adding LeBron James, adding Jalen Brown, the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum's healthy. They add Paul George. They steal Mitchell Robinson. The Toronto Raptors, they add Kawhi Leonard. The Detroit Pistons, they were a young bunch who's going to get better this year. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they just went out and added Peyton Watson. They feel good about their team. The Indiana Pacers, led by Tyrese Halliburton, are back. The Atlanta Hawks are getting better. The Miami Heat added Giannis, and they just added Klay Thompson. Like, they've gotten better. He's still got the Magic. This is a deep Eastern Conference. But at the end of the day, I got the Knicks over everybody. I think from top to bottom, from 1 to 15, they are the best team in the NBA yet again. But we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back. And all I ask is just get to the playoffs healthy. If this roster can get to the playoffs healthy, I'll take my chances versus any other team. We got Jalen Brunson. You do not. I still don't think there's a better starting 5 in all of the NBA. I don't care what they got going on in Philadelphia. We've got the best players, and we also have the players that complement our players better than anybody else. So it's going to be tough. You got to stay healthy. The East is better, but I'm rolling with the boys in orange and blue. I think the Knicks are going to get back to the NBA Finals, and they're going to have to be the tough team coming out of the West. I would assume it is the Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder, and neither of those matchups will be easy, but I'll take our guys every single day of the week. Appreciate you for tuning in. The Knicks are ready to move on. They're ready to go do it again. I'm fired up, man. If you made it to the end of the video, please hit that thumbs up icon and give me a follow on social media.